The Belgian Independence Day is a national day celebrated on the 21st of July. This day commemorates Belgium's separation from Netherlands. The day is celebrated by Belgians both at home and abroad. As a national day, it is celebrated with parades, concerts, cultural meals, fireworks, and lots more. Nigerians in Belgium are not left out in the National Day celebration. Nigeria and the Kingdom of Belgium have enjoyed cordial bilateral relations since 1961.
Of the 192 years that Belgium has existed as a nation state, it has enjoyed some 62 years of bilateral relations with Nigeria, and that was actually from the very beginning of Nigeria's nationhood, post-independence. So Belgium was one of the first countries to establish diplomatic relations with Nigeria. And since then, in these 62 years, the relationship could be described as excellent. On the international stage, they share a lot in common. They have, undiluted commitment to respect for, sovereign nations. So which means that Belgium will not interfere in Nigeria's domestic politics.
Belgium can also boast of young Nigerians excelling in data science and artificial intelligence, just as over the years, Nigerian footballers have been a delight to Belgium clubs. To date, Nigerians are still making their marks in the Belgian football clubs. Stephen Keshi, Osaze Odewinge, Victor Ikpeba, Samson Siasia, Mosi Simon, Austin Iguavon, Joseph Akpala, Sunday Olise, Henry Oyekuru, Wilfred Ndedi, Celestine Babayaro, Daniel Amokachi, Ryan Sanusi, Tyrese Omotoye, Funsho Ujo, Marvin Ogunjimi, Jason Adesanya. The Belgian economy is an export-driven one. Major exports include motor vehicles, chemicals, pharmaceutical products, and diamonds.
What we see is that in Europe we have a very well-established healthcare system that has very good care, has a growing amount of patients, but that have a shortage in nurses and doctors to take care of the people. What we see in Nigeria is that you have a very fast-growing population, you have almost no established or no well-established primary healthcare system, and you also have a shortage of doctors and nurses. So it is not about just simply exporting products from Belgium to Nigeria. It is about building know-how, making sure that we can build know-how here so that the Nigerian people, the population, everyone in the population, the people in the street, but also the rich, can have the best potential treatment, because that is making a difference. If you have good healthcare, that means in general, your way of living together can also have a higher quality. It will create more potential for education, economics, companies, entrepreneurship. These are all parts that will go along. Nigeria has the same challenges as Western Europe has. Diabetes, dialysis, kidney problems, cancer, to a higher extent burns than we have in Western Europe, because we do prevention campaigns in Europe, which is not the case in Nigeria yet. We refuse to accept that somebody who has a diabetic foot ulcer in Europe, in Belgium, has a risk of amputation when he's 75. The same guy with a diabetic foot ulcer in Nigeria, who's 23 years old, who's a farmer, and who does not get adequate treatment, will lose his foot at 23, and he will die within 1 year because of complications. We do not, as a company, want to accept this difference.
Belgium is famous for its waffles and chocolate. Belgium produces 220,000 tons of chocolate every year. With exports equivalent to over 2/3 of GNP, Belgium depends heavily on world trade. The Belgian Foreign Trade Agency indicates that for the first month of 2023, Nigeria ranked 16th client in trade volume among Belgian global trade partners, which amounted to 511.8 million euros, and the 60th supplier in trade volume in the sum of 43.5 million euros. Belgium is a strategic and an important trade partner for Nigeria. This was evident in the just concluded Nigeria-Belgium-Luxembourg Business Forum held on June 7 to June 9, 2023 in Brussels. The Business Forum was an initiative of the Embassy of Nigeria in Belgium in conjunction with the Belgium-Luxembourg-Nigeria Chamber of Commerce, Afrinex, and A-Law.
We are also really pushing that idea for Nigerian companies to look at Belgium to invest. And then, as I mentioned earlier, I think really these three key sectors, agriculture, construction, and healthcare, should be the main focus for the coming, I would say, 10 years to look for investment and opportunities there. And amongst our clientele, we have companies in agriculture, in construction, and in healthcare that are looking to invest and do business in Nigeria. And I must say that this is, supported by the Embassy of Nigeria in Belgium.
There are still businesses, that are going to be active in that sector, making their kills. So while we transit from oil to non-oil sector, and we have seen the figures coming out of a non-oil sector that has actually helped to beef up the GDP to over 6%, people are engaging essentially in food, beverages, pharmaceuticals, and then the allied sectors around it, technology, which is what Belgium is known for. Intellectual capital.
Congratulations to Belgium on our 192nd independence anniversary.